So my first bizcom experience was marketing it from Army IBA, and I still remember case দেওয়ার পর I had no clue যে কি চাইছে. I learned about big idea, plan of action. I was like আচ্ছা এগুলো কি, সো এগুলা কি জানতে জানতেই হয়তো আমার 1-2 দিন চলে গেছে. এখন যখন bizcom করি বা লাস্ট bizcompের কথা যদি বলি, ইটস মাচ মোর স্মুথ অ্যান্ড অনেস্টলি তেমন একটা প্যারা হয় না. ফার্স্টের দিকে যখন মেবি সেকেন্ড সেমিজে আর ফাইনালসে যেতাম তখন প্রেজেন্টেশন একটা ব্যাপার থাকতো, সো ফার্স্টের দিকে একটু প্যারা লাগতো, বাট নাও ইট ফিলস গ্রেট অনেস্টলি. অনেকের হয়তো মনে হয় যে ওকে স্টেজে উঠে কথা বলা একটু ঝামেলা, বাট এখন আই অ্যাকচুয়ালি এনজয়. সো ইয়া, দেয়ার্স দ্যাট.
I think my first bizcom experience was a spectacular loss, and my last one was a spectacular win. And I think the gap is, in the first one, I was so focused in doing good, covering all the basics and making sure that I'm covering everything A to Z. So what happened was I invested so much time and I did a lot of unnecessary work. Whereas compared to my last one, I only focus on what I have to deliver, on understanding everything, and alhamdulillah, I'm really grateful that it was a positive outcome. But of course, I had to learn for a very long time to get to that point.
I still can remember the night before my first presentation, the first bizcom, which was back in November 2024. We literally messed up everything. Slide was not in good format. I was telling my friend, those na jai participate na kori. But my friends used to pushing me like, nah, let's go, let's participate. And then right after the next day, it was in 𝐓𝐡𝐞 University. We went there and it was a horrible presentation. We messed up everything, and then like what we did, we just came back our home. And after coming back home, just after 10 or 15 minutes, organizers called us and they let us know that we became first runner-up. So, that's the one thing that made me more confident about my skill, about my potential, and that day I realized probably I might have something, I just need to push myself. And if I talk about the last one, which was held in North University, which is organized by Yes Club, Unfiltered, which was considered one of the biggest startup competition in Bangladesh. We became first runners up there. And if I tell about the difference from the first one to the last one, initially I used to think, what if I do fail? And now I think, when I get to the stage, how do I rock the stage? So that's the difference.
I do not believe in X factors. What I do believe in is যে যত বেশি bizcom করা হয় তত বেশি এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাওয়া যায়, অ্যান্ড দেয়ার আর সাম কম্পিটিশনস দ্যাট অ্যাকচুয়ালি চেঞ্জ ইউ. এটা পার্সন টু পার্সন ভ্যারি করবে. কারোর জন্য হতে পারে একটা ইকোনমিক্স কম্পিটিশন, কারোর জন্য সাপ্লাই চেইন, কারোর জন্য মার্কেটিং. আমার জন্য এরকম অনেক পয়েন্টই ছিল. কিছু কম্পিটিশন করে আসলে মনে হয় যে না, আই হ্যাভ লার্ন সামথিং নিউ অ্যান্ড আই এম বেটার দেন বিফোর.
I think we all have an X factor in us. I think we just have to discover it. You have to discover your strength. For me, mine was understanding how to talk, public speaking, making sure that I can cover for my teammates in areas where they're strong and I'm not. So understanding myself, knowing myself, learning from experience, what do I lack? How can I learn? How can I improve? How can I support my teammates? These were questions I had to be really honest with myself, and they helped me in all of areas of life.
Initially, I wasn't sure what exactly was my breaking point until me and my team was selected for major national scale competitions like Over the Wall, HSBC, despite having very less business experience. Even though we couldn't make it up after semi-finale, but going to that stage was the biggest achievement, and that made me realize my true potential.
সো স্ট্রাগলসের কথা যদি বলি, নাম্বার ওয়ান স্ট্রাগল যেটা আমি পার্সোনালি ফেস করছি, প্লাস আই বিলিভ আরও অনেকেই ফেস করে, সেটা হচ্ছে টিম ফর্মেশন. সো অনেক সময় দেখা যায় যে টিম ফর্ম করা হয় 3-4 জনের, বাট অনেস্টলি সবার সাথে সিনার্জি ম্যাচ করে না, অ্যান্ড দ্যাটস ওয়ান অফ দি বিগেস্ট রিজনস যে bizcom টিমস ফেল অ্যান্ড আলটিমেটলি হয়তো টপ 3-তে আসতে পারে না. সো দিস সামথিং যেটা আসলে সবাই ফেস করে, বাট দ্য সলিউশন ইজ অলসো ভেরি সিম্পল. ইউ হ্যাভ টু কিপ ট্রাইং. ইটস আ ট্রায়াল অ্যান্ড এরর প্রসেস.
I think one struggle everybody faces is trying to be very unique or trying to be very strong. And I had that drilled into me as well. I think there's a hustle culture in Bangladesh, in our society, where we all have to be top of the game, the fittest, the strongest. I think we really have to focus on being ourselves. We have to understand that there is something to us that another person can never replicate, that AI can never replicate. You have to find that thing about yourself and know it well.
I have seen people struggling with team formation because they don't exactly find the right set of people to match their synergy. That's when it affects their performance.
I think it starts from slide making. So most of the team participants that I do notice that they don't make good slides and they don't even know that how to combine the solution with the storytelling. So first problem they face is the slide making, and second, the storytelling, proper storytelling. And also I see many participants, many competitors facing problems in making OVC. So they don't know how to make the proper strategy with the creativity.
একটা ওয়ে অলরেডি বললাম যে ওয়ার্ক উইথ ওয়ান টিম কনসিস্টেন্টলি, সবাই ইমপ্রুভ করলে দেখা যায় অ্যাট ওয়ান পয়েন্ট গিয়ে ইউ উইল স্টার্ট উইনিং কম্পিটিশনস। আরেকটা ওয়ে আছে, ইফ ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু কিপ অন সুইচিং, ট্রাই টু ফার্স্টলি নো কোন টাইপের কম্পিটিশন, লেট ইট বি সেলস, লেট ইট বি ইকোনমিক্স অর ইভেন এইচআর। সো ইফ দের ইজ সামওয়ান যে খুব ভালো এসব ফিল্ডে, সো ইউ ক্যান ট্রাই টিমিং আপ উইথ হিম অর হার। বাট ডেফিনেটলি নাম্বার ওয়ান যেটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট সেটা হচ্ছে যে vibe match করে কিনা। Are you comfortable with him or her working? Because bizcomp is something that demands a lot of time. দেখা যায় রাত 3টা 4টা does not matter. Time is like relative when you're doing bizcoms. So কারোর সাথে team up করতে হলে number one, your vibe has to match.
There's so many tips and tricks, but I would always say find the team that makes you feel supported. So it doesn't just have to be in energy, it could be in compatibility. Are they able to support you for when you're not available? I think the most common teamwork struggle is finding people who are available because everybody has many commitments. So when you're busy, are they able to support you during that time? Or can you support them for when they're busy? So it goes both ways. So find a team who wants to support you, who you don't have to push to support you, who wants to do it and you want to do it for them. So it can be your friends or it can be your strangers, it doesn't matter. And of course, ask the right questions. So don't just ask, how long have you been doing bizcoms? Try to ask, what did you do in your school years? Try to ask, what is something that you're passionate about? You'll get to know their personality and if that aligns with what you're looking for. I think it's a bit of a sad, funny story, but a funny story was when I went on the podium and I had no idea what the slides were during that time because I had a family emergency going on and my wonderful teammates, they supported me the whole time. So I went on the stage and I saw the slides for the first time and I had to present it, and it was a very significantly iconic moment. My teammates, they were ready to jump in to cover for me, but alhamdulillah, they didn't have to. I was able to pull it off and nobody knew that it was my first time looking at the final solution and we were also able to get championship that day. So overall, I think the best, funniest, kind of sad and panic moment that we ever had so far in our history.
It was back in September 2025, branding competition, which is one of the biggest branding competitions in Bangladesh. I still remember it was very memorable for me because during that competition, 4 of us, our teammates, was going through personal issues, like 4 of us, different personal issues. And I was going through as well. At that moment, just the last night before the presentation, we were working together in North South University, and right after 10 p.m. North South University authority just kicked us out, and then we went to the restaurant nearby and we worked there till 1 a.m. And the next day, you know, like everything it is a bit messed up. I had a quarrel with my teammate for some messing up, and we ended up becoming champion there. So that moment, that journey, I'll probably never forget. I would like to give just one simple suggestion to them: don't give up. I had an experience that I once lost 4 consecutive business competitions in semi-final round, and after that I won 5 finals in a row. So you know, that comes the spirit. So have a mindset not to give up no matter what. Be consistent and be hardworking.
I will recommend to understand the case properly, keep your solution simple and practical, practice your presentation confidently, and most importantly, answer the question judges ask for, because the way you defend your ideas can make a difference. Never fear your failures, more like experience through it.
Try not to participate in everything, but try to participate in something that stimulates you. something that when you read the case, you will find interesting. So even if you don't win, it would still be great. Because at the end of the day, I remember seeing this advice online, and I say it to everybody, I say it to myself, that everything is a win when you do it for the experience. And it's so true. It doesn't matter if you lose, it doesn't matter if you don't even make it to the second round. If you did it because you want to learn, then it's worth it. And that should be the goal no matter what, in bizcoms or in life.
Okay, so my number one tip would be to be very patient, because bizcomp is a very demanding thing nowadays. Everyone wants to do bizcoms, but what I have personally saw that people are not very patient. So they do 1, 2, 3 bizcoms, they fail and they stop it completely. Maybe after 6 months, 1 year, they try to do another bizcom and maybe again fail. So it's not something that you're gonna get success overnight. You have to be patient and definitely get the right team. So yeah, that's all about it. Thank you so much.